Guy today.
Okay, now I cannot do the intro. I tried 10 times to do the intro. I'm done. Certain place Lofoten.
Lofoten, Norway. Let's get started.
Lofoten. By Reine YouTube channel. I cannot do that.
I returned from exploring Norway's Lofoten Islands, and I want to share with you my favorite places and experiences. So
oh my God.
Top 10.
Lofoten?
I'm so stupid. I was like, oh, it's near Christmas. We're gonna react to the north of Norway, but it's gonna show only during the summer probably.
Oh.
So we're not gonna see anything, I guess, during the winter. Spectacular.
Located above the Arctic Circle, Lofoten is an archipelago.
Oh, look where it is.
Lofoten.
It's the Arctic Circle. It's so high up there. It's literally the a group of islands separated, and now it's gonna go north near Sweden probably. Yeah, crazy.
Above the Arctic Circle, Lofoten is an archipelago home to some of Norway's most beautiful places. With towering sea mountains, pristine beaches, and world-class hikes, Lofoten is waiting to be experienced. Let's start this video off at Henningsvær. Located near the middle of Lofoten, Henningsvær is this incredible scenic fishing village that is built on a few islands connected by bridges. The most famous feature of Henningsvær is its soccer field. It's built on the edge of one of the islands.
We saw this before.
I think it's one of the most
No, but I still don't understand how crazy it is. The idea of build a soccer field there. We say soccer in North America, football here in Thailand. They say football too. This is crazy. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
It's so good.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. On top of the rock, the idea to build this was insane. It's just that if you kick the ball, you can go in the water.
True. And for people who go there to cheer you up and gonna have a good atmosphere.
Yeah. I want to see a game there. What it looked like. This is crazy.
Henningsvær is its soccer field. It's built on the edge of one of the islands. And I think it's one of the most scenic soccer fields, not only in Norway, but the world.
Yeah, this is
soccer ball, but it was just fun to walk around the field. People were training and doing their exercises, and it was just a nice vibe there. Also enjoyed just strolling around Henningsvær. It's about as idyllic as Norwegian fishing villages come. We wanted to get a different view of Henningsvær, so we did the hike to Fesvakton. I say this was one of the hardest hikes we did in Lofoten. It's only about a 2.4 kilometer hike, but the elevation gain of 500 meters is what made it hard. Now to start, we parked and walked along the road until we got to the beginning of the hike. It was a steep uphill climb with nice views to look back on. About a third of the way, you get to this flat spot, and it had this nice lake people were swimming in. After that, the hardest ascent starts. It's a difficult scramble to the top that took us about 40 minutes to get up there. And once you're on the top, it was a flat ridge walk to the summit. You get great views of the islands of Henningsvær. We were here late noon and the sun was pretty harsh, but I'm sure sunrise or sunset here will look amazing.
How many people live there, guys? Now, if you are from there, let us know in the comment. And if you are not from there, let us know if you ever visited the very north of Norway like this. Because I'm from Canada, and most of Canada I have never been to. It takes money. Like in your own country, it takes a good amount of money to visit place like this, like even in Canada.
Yeah, here too.
So like, I want to know how many of you have the chance to go there, and how does it feel like? Because it doesn't look super touristy. Like I've never heard a lot of foreigners go there. So maybe it's still like untouched. Because one of the problem with here in Thailand is that a lot of the place, when I was here 15 years ago for the first time, a lot of places that didn't have a lot of tourists back then are like infested now.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, every country wants tourists, but at one point it disturbed the local in a way, you know? So, but at the same time, how do you stop people from loving to go to a place, you know? That's the...
You're not gonna stop.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Aside from the views of Henningsvær, the surrounding mountains were just stunning. They were so jagged and rose straight up from the sea. If you're near Henningsvær and want a challenging but rewarding hike, this is a great one to do. After we're going to head to Svolvær. Located about a 30-minute drive from Henningsvær, Svolvær is the capital of the Lofoten Islands, and it's the biggest city in the archipelago.
I like those roads. All of those roads are like snake roads, super thin, right? It looks like it's one way, but it's like two maybe. I like those serpent shape, and there's even a bridge there because see, all of the island connected by a bridge. Because see, they're all different plot of land. I'm sure you can go by boat too, but
was the hike to the Devil's Gate. It's a fairly short hike of 2.9 kilometers, but once again, there's a steep elevation gain of about 400 meters. Now the trail starts off with some stone stairs, and you get great views of Svolvær on the way up. One of the main reasons I wanted to do this hike was to see the Svolvær Vita. It's this stone pinnacle that has this unique shape with 2 stone prongs on the
There's
top.
people.
And it's
It's
popular
people,
for
no?
rock climbers. We didn't climb it that day, but it would be a cool
It looks
activity
like
to go
people,
hike
like
climb.
2 people talking to each other or something.
Yeah, actually.
Guy to go do. After, we kept on going along the trail, and at the end, there's this last set of steps that looks like you're going on the stairs to Mordor. Once we reached the top, we got a view of the
What?
Devil's Door. I got on top of it. It was a little
Scary.
sketch. After, I hiked a little above to get a view of the surrounding mountains. I mean, the area is just so stunning. I'm sure it looks absolutely amazing when it's sunny. Now, if you want to keep hiking up the trail, you go to the summit of Floya. It adds about
Floya.
1 kilometer
Floya.
hiking and more elevation gain, but you get incredible 360 views of the area around Svolvær. After, we're going to take a break from hiking and head to the beach to visit Vik. Located about 15 minutes from the town of Leknes, Vik Beach is one of the most scenic beaches in Lofoten. It has white sand and crystal clear turquoise water.
Wow, there's people
it
living
blows your
there.
mind that places like this exist in the Arctic Circle. When people are swimming and enjoying the beach, it really feels like you're in the Caribbean or something without palm trees and warm water. I'm just mad at myself for not bringing a swimsuit. Anyways, right next to Vik is Hockland, which is another nice beach area to visit. Also, if you don't want to chill on the beach, you can do some hiking to some nearby peaks such as Mannen to get some amazing views of this area. After, we're going to visit Ramberg. Located about 30 minutes from Leknes, Ramberg is this beautiful village with about 350 people living there. It also has a beautiful beach with white sands and crystal clear waters that a lot of people were enjoying while we were here. What I really like about Ramberg is that it's close to a lot of amazing places. Just up the road is Flakstad. It's this beautiful area full of farming fields and incredible coastline. There's a nice beach there, which is a popular place for people to put their camper vans, and it's an ideal spot to surf when the waves are right. Now, if you keep going up the road, there's this bay that you drive along that I believe is called Flakstad Poland, and it has such unique colored water.
Yeah.
It goes from light to dark blue. The surrounding mountains here are also just insane. Now, from there, you can turn into this super scenic road, which have these
Is that a
dramatic
road?
mountains as a backdrop.
Up the mountain?
Oh,
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I don't know if he's going to show it, though.
And then from there, you can drive to Newsfjord, which is another nice fishing village. Another incredible place near Ramberg is the sea bridges that go towards Fesvakton. These bridges were built in 1988.
Oh,
and they
see?
offer
Those bridges are so good. You go from one place to another. No, this is good. He said it was built in
the sea
19...
bridges that go towards Fesvakton. These bridges were built in 1988.
1988. Wow, what people were doing before that? They had to use the boat to go everywhere.
think so.
But this is so good. It's good that the Norwegian government still take care of this island. I can tell you, if it was Canada, this place would not be like this.
So pretty.
Yeah,
So clean.
yeah. To preserve their heritage, I hope that fishermen make good money.
Of course, salmon.
Yeah, Norwegian salmon. They sell Norwegian salmon in mackerel also from a lot of Norwegian fish at the supermarket over here. Yes, it's really, really popular. Much more than Sweden, Finland, Denmark fish. That's why we know that Norway is very much the best when it comes to fish.
Yeah, because look how they preserve all the nature, everything.
Yeah. I thought that Sweden also have a lot of fish, and Finland and Denmark. But no, Norway has more than these 3 combined in Thailand anyway. So maybe another country, I guess.
They offer an epic backdrop with the Volansten mountain in the background. There's just
Wow.
so much beauty in this area. Afterwards, we're going to visit my favorite place in Lofoten, Kvalvika Beach. I came here 6 years ago, and I've been wanting to come back ever since. There's a few starting places to hiking to the beach, but the place we parked was about a 10 minutes drive from Ramberg. Now, it's about a 4-kilometer round trip hike to the beach, and the first part is fairly easy. You walk on these wooden planks over the muddy section, and when we started, it was cloudy and fairly dark, but as we were going over the saddle at the midway point, we got the first glimpses of the sun and beach, and I just couldn't believe the view. The sun was descending beneath the clouds, and I knew we were in for one of the most epic sunsets. As we hiked down, I just couldn't believe the view. There was a good amount of people camping. I can't think of a more epic campsite. Everything was lit up by the setting sun, and I couldn't have asked for better conditions. We walked along the beach until we got to this rocky section, and it was a nice place to sit and watch the sunset. What's nice about the sunsets in the Arctic Circle is that they last extra long. After about an hour, the sun went behind some clouds, and the area turned into this pink and purple color. It was just absolutely magical. It was definitely my favorite memory from our time in Lofoten. After, we're going to visit some more of Lofoten villages and head to located about a 40 minutes drive from Ramberg. Is the
That's
furthest
it?
south we can drive from Lofoten Island.
Wait, there's probably a meaning.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the letter? There's a letter in, is it in Swedish or also Norwegian? It's like one letter, like O with the 2 dot on it or something like this. It means like island.
Oh.
I think right? Or I hallucinate. Or is it this one? Maybe I hallucinate.
It's this beautiful little fishing village. When we got there, we walked out to this viewpoint, and it has some great views of the sea mountains to the south. I also really enjoy.
You know, a lot of people go there. Oh, you want to travel? If I go to a place like this, I want to stay a year. Like, you know.
Yeah, true.
I don't want to. It's the kind of place, because we work from home. It's the kind of place that we go there to want to live there, rather than just visit. I feel like visiting, you don't have the time.
Yeah, it's
Like,
exalted.
1 week, you don't have the time to see like what you want to see, and just
Then when you're back home, you miss the place.
yeah. Because 1 week, I feel like you don't have the time to imprint the memory in your head. It's more like on the picture. If you stay a year, you have those memory imprinted in your head. It's kind of different.
Through the village, there's a nice pier you can go on to get a scenic view of all the red fishing houses. Now after, we're going to visit the village of Hamnøy. Located about 20 minutes from Hamnøy is located in one of the most beautiful and famous parts of the Lofoten
Wow.
Islands. I mean, this area is full of incredible sea mountains, coupled with iconic red fishing houses.
Those house.
Is full of
Oh
incredible
man,
sea mountains,
I
coupled with
I hope I would remember the name of these house, because we reacted to the Norwegian house, and I remember these house specifically that I really like, but I don't remember the name.
iconic red fishing houses.
Oh,
There
it's
isn't a
okay,
whole lot to do in Hamnøy, but I walked onto the sea bridge and it offers the famous view of the village. Now just a few minutes from Hamnøy is Reine. Of all the towns and villages in Norway, I think this is the most picturesque. When I think of Norway, this is what I imagine. It was founded as a trading post in 1743, and today about 300 people live there. My favorite feature of Reine is the perfectly placed mountain called Lofoten. It creates for one of the most epic backdrops of all time. One of the most popular things to do in Reine and Lofoten in general is to make the hike to Reinebringen. This was the hike I was most excited to do. To get to Reinebringen, you can park in Reine's harbor, where there's also some parking places on the road. From there, we walked along the highway and we started the hike. It's only about a 2.1 kilometer round trip trek, but the ascent is no joke, with nearly 2,000 stone
Oh,
steps
whoa.
that were built by Sherpas from
Yeah,
Nepal.
there's
After
road,
about 50
but
minutes,
this one
we
is
made
not
it to
really
the
a
top.
road.
Our legs were burning, but the views up there were well worth it. You get a perfect panoramic view of the fjord, villages, and sea mountains. If you come during the months of June and July, this is an insane place to experience the midnight sun. We stayed up here for a good hour.
No, the
enjoying
reason
the
why it's gonna
sunset and other world
succeed, in
reviews.
my opinion, is that you guys have preserved the modernity. Like, they have the nice road that look clean. Like, they evolve with the, like, where the world is. A lot of places are gonna have island, and it's gonna stay in the past where, like, we don't build road, we don't give people tools to, like, preserve the island.
Yeah,
They're doing a good job too, making sure that some people would still want to live there,
true.
you know, without
That's
like just
good thing.
without like leaving, you know.
If you're in Lofoten and are able to hike, you gotta come experience the scenery of Reinebringen. Well, that is it for my places to visit in Lofoten, but I also want to include some bonus spots that you can go
Bonus.
to while you're in northern Norway. The first is Stettin Mountain. Now, if you're flying out of Narvik, it's just an hour drive away from the city. Stettin is Norway's national mountain, and I have to say it's one of the
Whoa.
most unique peaks I've ever seen. For us to get there, we left Lofoten and made the long 6-hour drive there. I was hoping to catch the sunset, and we got there just in time. Now the sun was lighting up the top of Stettin with this beautiful glow, and the whole area was just stunning. I love how the road is built perfectly to line up with the mountain. I'm so glad we made the
Yes.
trip to come there. Another beautiful place to visit in northern Norway is Segla.
Segla.
It's located on the island of Senja. It just adds a few more hours of driving to visit. We drove to the town of Fjordard and we started the hike. We did the trail to Heston since that offers the best view of Segla.
Heston.
The hike definitely wasn't easy, just a lot of elevation gain, but it's doable. When we reached Heston, we were rewarded with a great view of Segla. It's another one of Norway's most unique shaped mountains, and this whole area is just insane. There's massive cliffs that dive into the sea. When I was here about 6 years ago, I slept on the cliffs waiting for the northern lights, and it ended up being one of the most magical experiences of my life.
You
Oh, I
saw
remember
it.
this.
Around, I didn't spend the night, but it was fun to experience this area during the daytime. If you're in northern Norway, it's definitely worth the extra time to visit this place. After Segla, we needed to head back to Tromsø, so we decided to take the route that had a ferry that would take us near the village of Summerøy. Now, Summerøy is located about
Samurai?
an hour from Tromsø.
No,
and it's this
Summerøy.
village with tons of islands, and I was just in awe of its beauty. I mean, I can't believe.
Wow,
this
look
is
at that.
beautiful.
There's tiny plot of island with there's house. It's so tiny. You guys, any of you live there? This is crazy.
Exist, especially in the Arctic Circle. I mean, while I was here, I was just
I
thinking
mean,
that
I'm trying to figure out, because first of all, because it's the Arctic Circle, right? All of it. That means that they go many months sometime without any sun. It's completely in the dark.
Yeah,
And this probably in the water is crazy. No?
true. And
Like,
any flooding?
yeah. I know that you guys told us that I don't think that the lake are freezing because of the Arctic Circle and the thing. In Canada, everything would be freezing in the winter, but I don't think it did. It does in the Arctic Circle. I don't remember the exact reason you guys told us, but I think there's a reason.
Norway is simply
That it's
one of the
not
most beautiful
freezing, the
countries
lake,
in the world. I mean, very few
whatever that
places
is.
can compare. I would
The
have loved
ocean.
to come to Svolvær early in the day to see how the water looked, but it sure looked epic for sunset. I mean, it was a perfect place to end our time in Norway. Well, that is it for my Lofoten and Norway video.
Wow.
There's still so many places I couldn't visit on this trip.
Amazing Norway.
Amazing Norway.
Yes. So we're never gonna be able to go there, but we can watch from the from the screen. If you guys have been, you need to let us know if you live there and how is it like. There's always a difference between when we watch a video and when people told us about the place, right?
Yeah.
Let us know if it was a good representation of your experience, like if you're living there and if you're like just tourist there, because it's very different experience when you live somewhere for a few years or when you travel to somewhere. It's a completely different experience. You don't have the like when you go there for the first time, it's really rare you're not gonna like it. But if you live somewhere for years, then you start seeing things that you don't enjoy or you wish you were somewhere else. So anyway, let us know. Yes.